Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Anderson. I'm the high school principal here at the School District of Neillsville. I wanted to share with you the overview of the Neillsville High School Law Day system. Several years ago, our school district at the high school level started looking at grading and assessment and how that impacts students, all students, academically as they finish up their high school careers and look at moving on to the next chapters of their lives. And in those discussions, we found out that the grading system that we had here at the school district, specifically at the high school level, we thought was outdated and in need of some reform. And so this is what we came up with. So as I flip through this, you will hear me talking, and to follow will be some informational slides with, again, a quick overview of what the Law Day system is. This is most helpful for students and families who are seeing their first high school age student come through. And if you're not familiar with it as well from the parental standpoint, this is great information for you to know how your student will be impacted academically based upon the coursework that they take here at the school district, and what perhaps impact them with some future planning as well. So hopefully this is an informative session that answers a lot of your basic questions. And of course, anytime you have any questions or concerns, you are always welcome to contact the school. So when it comes to grading and assessment, is it a one-size-fits-all system? The answer is no. However, education is a very traditional type of program. But high school has changed a lot, even in the 25 years or so that I've been out of high school. Things are a lot different, and some of it good, some of it perhaps just different for people. So here we go. So is it a one-size-fits-all system? No. Now, obviously, the graphics that you see on the screen are total exaggerations, but it does beg the question when we think of a one-size-fits-all. No, it may be a one-size-fits-most, but it's definitely not an all system. When it comes to students in our high school classrooms, we think of desks lined up in rows with the teacher standing up in front of the class and lecturing for 45 minutes or however long the class may be. This comic here, for a fair selection, everyone has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Well, in this scenario, we certainly hope we're not the fish. We probably hope we're the monkey. We look at things like this in education and try to dissect them and think, is the system that we have in place equitable for all students? And again, it's very difficult to come up with a system that is one size fits all, but we do believe that this new system under the Law Day system is more equitable for all students. So why are we looking at this? Well, we believe that we had a problem, as I already explained, and we know that no two students are equal, but the old system acted as though every high school age student was taking exactly the same schedule at exactly the same time with exactly the same teacher. Well, that doesn't happen. Our students, especially as they go through high school and become upperclassmen at their junior and senior levels, we know that they have a lot of options and choices when it comes to their schedules. We have something called academic and career planning, where throughout their school-aged years, starting way back in 6th grade, our students and our staff meet routinely to try to steer and counsel students in the pathways that they have an interest in. It's not a requirement that every student goes on to receive a 4-year college degree. It's not a requirement that every person attend a tech school. We have students that go straight into the workforce and are highly successful. We've had students that graduate from our district and go on to careers in the military. But we do have those students that certainly choose to go the technical college or 4-year college route as well. We had people asking for this. And we did a lot of research leading up to implementing the system that was shared with the school board in public meetings, informational sessions at our academic and career planning nights. So we have tried to get a lot of information that supported us making this pretty significant change in the school district of Neillsville. And quite honestly, when it came down to it, we thought it was the right thing to do. So what's the solution to this problem? Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but there was a lot of data that supported this change. So here you see an example of a graph from the National Association of Collegiate Admissions Counselors. And the data on this is 2018, 2019, but it has remained relatively unchanged for the last 3 years. From what we would take away from a graph like this is that we know grades in all courses are always going to be important. Grades in college prep courses, which we would consider Neillsville High School to be a college prep high school, where if our students graduate with the required coursework, we have a high belief that they will be able to be successful at the collegiate level academically. Strength of curriculum, admission test scores, primarily for our students here at the School District of Neillsville, they would be taking the ACT. But I want to highlight a very important point on here: class rank. If you are a parent, myself, I'm 46 years old, and when I was going through high school, class rank was a very, very important statistical number to look at. In 2021, class rank, it's still a piece of information, but as you can see on this graph, the admissions counselors rank it significantly below many, many other areas when it comes to students being admitted to a four-year college or university. The reason why I point that out is we have worked really hard over the past several years to get our high school seniors, specifically them, but now all high school students, it's not about straight A's. It's not about chasing the 4.0 grade point average. We no longer identify the top student in our class. We still have to report to the state of Wisconsin a valedictorian because that is in state statute. And so one person does end up getting what is considered to be the Academic Excellence Scholarship from the state of Wisconsin. And it is a big scholarship. However, we are now trying to get our students to understand that it is more important to take high rigor coursework, be successful in them, and it's not necessarily about getting all straight A's. So what were some of the other changes we made? So we removed class rank. Class rank is a great disequalizer. For example, we could have a student that takes 4, 5, 6 or more college level courses over the course of their junior and senior years and may be ranked let's just say hypothetically, number 15 in their class, where another student who hasn't challenged themselves by taking coursework that would be more challenging, yet they could be successful in, that student maybe would have been ranked number 1. But when it comes to overall academic ability, we would at the school level say, this student that took significantly more challenging coursework is far better off academically than the student that did not challenge themselves. We no longer have a valedictorian or salutatorian that we honor at our graduation ceremony. Instead, we honor our honor students, those who are summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude. And we created a matrix, and that will be coming up here shortly. And then we identified courses and areas within our building that we believe meet a certain threshold of rigor in learning that goes above and beyond the basic high school requirements. So this is the matrix that was referred to on the previous slide. So there are certain courses that students can take that allow them to earn honor points. And when we factor in their GPA, yes, the GPA, it's still a piece of information. So how we would look at this, over the course of a high school career, a student could earn any number of honor points for various activities that they may be involved in, as well as academic success. And that does give them a grade point average, and through a mathematic formula, they are able to become a potential honor student. Is it important for a student to graduate with honors? The answer is no. It is not important for every student to graduate as an honor student. our goal still remains to have every student be a graduate. So how do students earn these points? They can earn anywhere from 1 to 1.5 points. And so this is a breakdown of the courses and things that students can do that will earn them 1/2 of a point. For example, as a junior or senior in a music class for a total of 4 or more semesters, if they receive a starred first on a solo and ensemble performance, they can earn 1/2 point, and so on down this line. Now, the reason why these certain things were added as possibilities for students to earn Laude points is because we know that not all learning just happens in the core academic areas of math, science, social studies, etc. So we wanted our students who are, for example, number 4, state forensics competition, a first place at the state level. It takes a high level of English experience, public speaking, speech, to be successful in a competition like that. So we wanted our students who are involved in some level of academic club or performance that yields some material result that we're able to see and value. We thought it was important to reward those students for those opportunities that are available to them here at the School District of Neillsville. Students can earn a 1.0 value for a Laude point by any of these courses, capstone courses that tend to be in our trades type classes. Algebra 2. That one brings up more questions from people than anything else. When our students take the ACT, one of the academic measures that looks at future college success is actually how a student performs in Algebra 2. That is information that is provided to us by the College Board, so I can't give you all the details behind that, but that is what the data suggests. In-house trigonometry or pre-calc that we teach here with one of our staff members, advanced sciences in-house class, anatomy and physiology, physics and chemistry. All advanced level courses that most students, specifically on the college-bound track, will probably end up taking a good portion of these. And then the last area is the 1.5 value. This is for any student that completes with a passing grade any college level course or AP course. Here at the School District of Neillsville, through the Start College Now and Early College Credit Program, we have a significant number of students that are taking college level coursework, in rare cases as sophomores, but certainly more significantly as juniors and certainly seniors. In fact, we have some seniors that never report to our high school physically for most of their senior year. They're taking classes at UW Marshfield Stevens Point. They may be doing online coursework outside of the school district through a college program. So we oftentimes do have students that are exceeding 18 college credits by the time they graduate from Neillsville High School. So what should you do? Well, all that we can ever do is encourage our students, make decisions that give you the best options for your future. No 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old high school student has their entire future figured out. They may have plans. We certainly hope that they have goals that they want to meet, but they don't yet know where they may go and what they may do. So doing well academically, challenging yourself to the best of your ability, that is still a very important thing to do. Challenging yourself academically to take the most challenging coursework that you can handle. Again, it's not about chasing straight A's and the 4.0 GPA. That's not a good strategy to follow. Again, challenge yourself academically and take the most challenging coursework that you can be successful in. Also, going back to that graph from the admissions counselors, getting involved in your school and your community is important, whether it's having a job, whether it's volunteering at a senior center or at a local healthcare center. Adopt a highway, 4-H. Our FFA program here at Neillsville does a lot of those things. So it is vital that students become very well-rounded because they are taking a more holistic approach at the college admissions level. Build quality relationships with people. Whether a student is going into the workforce or post-secondary schooling after high school, it is very common for the school district to receive phone calls. What can you tell us about this person? Well, can we tell them that this person has a very strong work ethic? Can we tell them that this was a person that challenged themselves and took good academic risks? Is this a person that shows a high level of personal responsibility? If a person volunteers, for example, has a job, is involved in athletics, maybe in the band, maybe was in forensics, maybe was in VICA or in Spanish club or a lot of things. The purpose is be involved and do what you can to stay involved over the course of your four-year high school career, and do the very best that you can in all that you do. That is something that I have stressed to our student body for years. It's not about being the best, it's about being your best. Don't compare yourself to what other people are doing. That just becomes more of a distraction. Again, this was this same chart that I wanted you to be able to refer to the things that are important. So extracurricular activities are just below class rank. Again, it's one piece of information, but all of these combined, a teacher recommendation, counselor recommendation. Again, it goes back to building strong relationships with people here at the school district. So if there are ever any questions that you may have, please don't ever hesitate to contact the school. We would certainly love to answer any questions that you may have, and hopefully you have found this to be an informational session. Take care, everybody, and stay well.